This video we will be exploring strange creatures on Earth that resemble demons in hell. When Mary Baxter was in hell, she describes what some of the demons look like.
See, down in hell, Mary Baxter talks about a lot of bipedal demons down in hell. And, they walk around on two legs, and she saw a lot of demons that were part humanoid and part animal, like a boar with hair all over its body. Right, some of them wings. These Bigfoot creatures are part humanoid and part ape. That's
A forensic detective who examines fingerprints at crime scenes had also examined primate prints also. He then went on to analyze hundreds of footprint casts of Bigfoot creatures. He discovered something very unusual.
But he found that the ridges were vertical ridges, and on primates like monkeys and that, it's usually diagonally the ridges are, and on humans it's usually horizontal. It's from the width across the width of the feet. So that's why and of course when he examined these casts, they were over 100 miles apart from each other, and also some of them were 20 years apart as well. So, this is what caused him to realize that there must be some creatures out there somewhere. And then of course
David Paulides, a former police officer, worked with a forensic sketch artist. The two of them interviewed eyewitness accounts. The sketch artist had done accurate drawings of these creatures described by the eyewitnesses.
Out there somewhere. And then of course you've got the data of thousands of eyewitness testimonies. They've actually come face to face with these creatures, and they've described to the sketch artist what the features of these creatures look like. And when you examine it, it's like different features from different. So it's like it's like there could be more of these creatures out there.
A scientist of biomechanics analyzed the Patterson-Gimlin film of the Bigfoot creature. He notices a certain feature no one else had noticed.
There was a bulge at the kneecap area, like as if there could have been a rupture there. One scientist had looked at in the footage there, and it can't be someone in a suit either, because you can see the muscles moving in the arms. And if it was a man in a suit, his arms were too long because you could see the wrist bending, and you could see the elbow bending. So it can't be someone with long sticks with the gloves on, if you know what I mean, for the long arms. So it was too long to be a human being in a suit. So the footprints are different from that of a human being anyway, because there's like the midsection is not present like you would if you had someone with a bare foot was to land their foot on something. It would stay quite flat, whereas in this situation here it's like as if the inner area of the feet, it's like as if it's not there present in the footprints. So the structure of the foot, the anatomy of the foot is a bit strange. Of course, it can't be someone with blocks. I'm using blocks for the feet because in some of the casts there's a toe spread. So there's flexibility to these feet as well that they find through their analysis. So when you look at the Gimlin footage, it's around about 7 feet tall. The scientists had examined it.
If these creatures do exist, then why is there no body?
And the reason why they can't get a cadaver is mainly because I believe that they're traveling into other dimensions. I'm pretty sure that that's probably what's going on here.
A Bigfoot was shot and it left a blood trail when it walked. The men followed the blood trail and footprints until it stopped and there was nothing to be found. the Bigfoot somehow vanished into thin air. I personally used to go out for walks in the woods near my house. What I experienced was very strange at one point.
Invisible being running towards me. I couldn't see who it was, but I could hear the footsteps. And it's been, and there must have been about 10 yards away from me. I should have seen them. I could see the trees and I could see the ground, but I couldn't see whatever this creature was. It was as if it's invisible. So, and it was definitely bipedal. It was definitely running on 2 legs. Whatever it was.
So, the final conclusion is that we have, when we compare the Bigfoot creatures with the demons in hell, you got the demons in hell are part human, part animal. That's what you find. Like, for example, a bipedal creature down in hell Mary Baxter saw, whereas it was huge, like the size of a huge bear, like a boar's head or a bat's face with hair all over its body, things like that. A lot of demons, she noticed have a lot of hair all over the bodies. When you compare that with the Bigfoot creatures, part human, part animal, when you analyse the features in the Gimlin footage and the eyewitness accounts. Like, they've got human-like kind of features, but there's animalistic features to them, like that of a gorilla, you find. And of course they've got hair all over the bodies, the Bigfoot creatures have. And of course when you look at the demons down in hell, is that they have superhuman strength. And when you look at the Bigfoot creatures, they also have superhuman strength as well. Like David Paulides said that in his book, The Hoopa Project, eyewitnesses would see boulders of 200 pounds being launched hundreds of yards in the distance. So that's not normal strength, that's just abnormal. Another thing that the Bigfoot, the demons down in hell have superhuman speed. Brian Melvin, if you look at his video, he talks on that, the demons down in hell, and his near-death experience, he saw the demons down in hell move very quickly like lizards, like with superhuman speed. Now when you look at the Bigfoot creatures, and David Paulides, an eyewitness, said that they saw a Bigfoot running after a deer and closing in on it at superhuman speed. Right? Another thing that happens in these Bigfoot encounters is that a lot of dogs get scared of the Bigfoot creatures. They start whimpering like as if it's something not normal, like they're scared of the Bigfoot creatures, like there's something's not right with these Bigfoot creatures. And this could be pit bull type of dogs to dogs that are usually not scared of anybody. Right? Now usually when it comes to supernatural things, animals usually get scared of the supernatural whenever you look at anything to do with the supernatural. Another key feature, another key point we need to think about is that the Bigfoot creatures have been known to have telepathic communication, like they can send thoughts to people's minds. Well, I find it interesting that down in hell, the demons send telepathic communication to people down in hell also. Brian Melvin experienced that. So they don't always talk verbally, like out loud, but they can talk with their thoughts, which is telepathic communication. And another key feature is that a lot of in satanic cults, sometimes demons will appear to the other satanic cults. The demons will appear to them, and well, I find it interesting that Bigfoot creatures can disappear and reappear. Also, they appear to have that ability. Again, you need to look at the David Paulides, the Hoopa Project, of the eyewitness accounts of that they can look away from the Bigfoot creature, look back, and then it's gone. So anyway, that's my final conclusion there. There's the similarities there of with these demons and the similarities between demons and the Bigfoot creatures, So bye for now.